welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and in this tutorial I will be doing this kit. It's called the Glitzy Poinsettia Ornaments Kit. It's got 4 ornaments in it. If you want to learn how to make this kit, I'm going to be doing each ornament separately. We're going to start with the tree. So if you want to learn how I put it together, please keep watching. Okay, so when you first open your kit, it comes with a nice picture, and if you flip it over, it actually has a chart back here for the stitches that you'll be doing, and colors, and the floss. So that's important for you to know, and easy to miss. It also comes with instructions, and they're rather short because this kit is rather small. So it has all the instructions that you need to do this kit, and look how short the instructions are. So we're going to start with the tree first, and then the wreath, and then what's next? The candy cane, and then the poinsettia. And on the other side is pictures. Now I find it interesting, it doesn't really show you like the direction of the sequins. I kind of have to refer to the pictures. So it also comes with the beads and the sequins and the thread that you'll have to organize. Luckily there's not very many colors. And then it only comes with 2 colors of felt. So we're going to start with the green. And there's the tree we're going to start with. I'm going to cut that out. And then I'll just show you the simple steps to finish the tree. So first I'm going to organize these, and then I'll come back. Okay, so here's all the floss colors. There's 5 total. I just put them on the ring to have them organized. And then here are the beads that it comes with. Here's all the beads that we'll be doing the outline. Tons and tons of beading on this project. And then here are the 2 needles that we'll be working with. The left one is the embroidery, the right one is for beading. And here are the rest of the sequins that we'll be using. And I even have extra sequins of this color just because I've saved them, because you never know, you might run out. Okay, so here's all the beads that I have with the ones that came in the kit. So I just kind of threw them all in one bag to keep them all organized. And that's how I like to organize them. Okay, so here are the 2 different types of beadings that we'll be doing. So that's a bead outline, and then we're gonna do a sequin fill area. And I had to read it a couple of times because I've never done this before, so this will be fun. I went ahead and cut out this first piece that we'll be working on, and I'm just going to do each section separately. I'm going to show you the top part first. Okay, so we're going to start with these beads because we're going to do the outline for the top. And then grab your gold thread. We're using 1 strand of gold thread. And I want to start, I think I'm going to start right there. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Okay. So this is how we're going to bead our project. In the instructions it says to bead 4 at a time. Okay, so there's our 4 beads. And we're just going to follow the outline of each section. And then it shows to go down. Sorry for the camera, it's focusing on my hand. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go down, and then it says to come back up and go through the last 2 beads. So I'm going to come up. Okay, I'm just going to shift it so I can get a better grip. And then it says to go through both, so there you go. Our first strand. And we're going to do that for every section of beads that we put on here. And if you find that if you're doing this project or something similar to it, and you find that you get to a corner and you have too many beads, you can, it doesn't always have to be 4. You can compromise and have less than 4 if you're going to, say you get to an edge where you want to turn. You can compromise with how many beads you need. Or even if you come to the end of the line and you only need like maybe 1 more bead, then add like the extra bead instead of doing it twice. So you'd have 5 beads on there instead of 4. So it's pretty versatile. I mean, you know, this is my first project actually doing beading like this, which I was really excited about because I like to try new things that I haven't done before. So there's my second strand of beads. And we're going to do this all the way around the top. Okay, so I jumped ahead and this is what I have. View from the back. You can see where all my jumps are. And the view from the front. Not too bad for my first time. I kind of like the way it looks. So now we're going to fill it with sequins. Okay, so I'm just taking another look at this because I've actually never stacked sequins before. So I had to read it carefully. And I know I've seen other people stack sequins, so I was kind of prepped for it. But I've never actually done it myself, so I'm excited to try it. Okay, so if you notice, they don't really tell you the direction on the chart. I know in newer kits with sequins, they actually tell you which direction to place the beads, but I had to use the picture as a reference. So if you look at it, you can see where they start and where they end. So they do have some type of pattern. And I want to make sure that my sequins are filled in enough to where it looks like it's full of sequins and there's not very many gaps. So the pattern itself doesn't really specify how many layers or lines of sequins you absolutely need to have. Basically, it just says to basically fill the space. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill the space. When you pick up your sequin, make sure that because they're kind of cupped sequins, so make sure that it's like a saucer. Make sure the saucer side is up and the flat side is down. So I'm only using 1 strand of green thread, and I'm going down to the front, and then I'm actually going to come up next to it. There we go. And I'm trying to make sure I hide all my thread with the stacked sequin. So I'm trying to make sure that my thread is in the direction that I want my sequins to go. There's another one. See how it's cupped up? Make sure that the sequins face in the right direction. Okay. I'm kind of using my thumb to place the sequin where I want it. And then going down. You see how they're stacking on top of each other? That's what it looks like. And I'm coming up again right next to where I came down to start another sequin. And this is basically how you fill the area. And if you're doing this kit and I'm doing this kit, your sequins are going to be a little bit different than mine because it could be you're spacing them differently, or you're going in a different direction, whatever. It could be whatever. That's what I love about these kits. They're pretty customizable, and there's a lot of room for personality. So basically we're going to fill the space with these sequins, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I was able to fill the space, and it looks kind of cool when it's done. I like the way it looks. I kind of like the way it feels too. Okay, so now we're going to put on the little ornaments. And the ornaments are red sequins with it's kind of like I don't know what color that is, like a gold color beading. So it's the same beads that we use to do the outline. I'm just going to show you real quick. I use 2 strands. I use 2 strands for my beads and sequins. That's a personal preference. That way I don't have to worry about it getting snagged on something and being pulled off. Okay, so sequin and then bead on top. That's how they go. Okay. And I kind of positioned it in between the layers. Sorry, I bumped my camera, so it's a little bit off center. I'm honestly just doing this by eye because they don't really have any stamped out places to put them. So I'm just using the chart and the picture that they gave me to guesstimate where they should go. So there's the second one. And notice I'm not knotting them yet. I'm just going through and adding them one by one. And then the third one, I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Right around there. Put the sequin and the bead on. There we go. Okay, now it's starting to look like a little Christmas tree. Okay, so basically that's it. Like, that's just repeat, rinse and repeat what this is. So basically you do the outline of beads and then you fill it in with the sequins and then you add the ornaments. That's it. It's super simple. If I would recommend this to a beginner, I so would, because the instructions are so simple. I mean, okay, granted, reading the instructions is one thing because it can be confusing and you're like, I don't know what this is. What does this mean? But I've done so many of these kits. I would actually recommend this kit to a beginner because it's so simple. All right, now that we have that done, I'm going to get started on the rest of it, and then I'm going to do that off camera because it does take a while, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so we have finished the front. It looks gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this kit. And notice the direction of the bottom. So I checked the picture and the direction for the trunk of the tree is going up and down versus the front of it, which is like a wave. Yeah, I'm excited. And the cording, I have a separate video on how to make cording. Check it out in the cards above as well as the description box below. I will share that tutorial with you. It's very short, so if you don't know how to make cording, check that out. And I just grabbed a pin and placed the cording where I wanted it, roughly. I did play around with it a little bit. And then I grabbed some stuffing to kind of just like sandwich it in between, to just have something in between. I like to add extra stuffing if I think it needs it, and I think I do. I end up adding just a little bit more stuffing towards the end to kind of give it more of a fuller look. I'm going to grab some pins and pin this together. Okay, so now that I have some pins, I'm ready to start appliquing the front to the back. And I'm going to maneuver the tag, or the little cord, as I need to. I think I'm going to start right here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my thread. I'm using 1 strand of green thread. And I'm going to start right about here. And I'm going to applique these 2 pieces together. I'm just going to remove some pins here. I like to maneuver the stuffing and move pins as I go. But I'm going to start right about here. And I'm going to hide my knot in between the 2 pieces of felt and applique these 2 together. This stitch is also called the whip stitch. So, but I usually refer to it as the applique stitch because that's what it's referred to in the instructions. So we're just going to put these 2 pieces together. And I'm just showing you the beginning so you have an idea of how to start it. And then when you're done completing it all the way around, and if you don't need any more stuffing, then just knot it at the end and hide the tail. But I ended up going around like 3/4 of the way thinking, yeah, this might need a little more stuffing because I want it to be ornament-like. So, if you guys liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. I do tutorials like this all the time, and your support would really help me. Leave a comment down below if you like this video. And here's the finished ornament. I'm so excited how it turned out. It was so easy to put together and so cute. So cute. And not too bad for my first one. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Look out for it. See you guys later. Bye.